Well, hello and welcome to ILoveGay today. And we are today focused on the world of sports. And we're here with Amazin LêThị. How are you?
Oh, hi. Good to be back on the show. I've been obviously now on a few times.
You are our top interviewee officially and probably continuing on for the rest of the year. We,
Yes.
we enjoy our time together.
No, absolutely.
But there's so much going on now that it's the new year and people are kind of focused on moving forward. And sports has kind of really taken a huge leap forward because now this year, there's a lot going on in Copenhagen, yes?
I know after last year with the athlete activism that, surprised us all, for the first time in history, you have WorldPride and EuroGames together in August in Copenhagen in Denmark, plus the first time they're having an ambassador track. So I was named, last week, and, it's history making because usually Asian athletes and Asian LGBTQ people and as ambassadors, we're not amplified in this way. So I became only one of two Asian ambassadors for Copenhagen 2021.
Well, that's fantastic. And is that it's not only WorldPride and EuroGames, but also EuroPride that I noticed was also part of that. So it's going to be a huge draw for what's coming up here this year.
Oh, absolutely. And, it will be massive in terms of being able to amplify the Asian queer voice on this kind of stage. But because we have EuroGames, we can talk about athlete activism, we can talk about being Asian and LGBTQ and an athlete, and we just haven't had these kinds of conversations in Europe, not in such a large festival.
Yeah. And then in 2022, there's another sports event with the Commonwealth Games, yes?
Yes, and for the first time, they will have a Pride House. So yesterday, they announced my ambassador role for the Pride House 2022 Commonwealth Games, which is amazing because, there's one South Asian athlete in India who's an ambassador, and then there's me. So, it's the first time that, all the work that I do, I will be able to use these, massive platforms as ambassador to really, have these global discussions around being Asian and LGBTQ and, the challenges and barriers that we face to get to this kind of level and, how we can shift the needle towards equality for my community.
Yeah, absolutely. We're interviewing Piero from Pride House Birmingham next week, I believe. So it'll be a nice way to tie all that together. But then also, I mean, when you're talking about Asian visibility and so forth in the LGBT community, also with Attitude magazine, they have their like 100 most influential people, and you're part of that also, yes?
Yes, it's the first time they launched Attitude 101, 100 LGBTQ Trailblazers, and they have, which is amazing, a sports track. So I'm one of 10 athletes that have been named in this list, and only the only Asian person. It's like representation matters, that Asian LGBTQ people can see themselves, because usually we just don't get these kinds of platforms and this kind of visibility.
Yeah, no, I think this is amazing, and so that's what I'm looking forward to. In fact, especially with Copenhagen, put in a good word for us, because I thought it would be. This year we're gonna start doing these shows live at LGBT tourism conferences and so forth, and so it'd be great to be able to figure out a way to be there live in Copenhagen and actually be there with you as well in person.
Oh, I would love you to be live in Copenhagen. Fingers crossed with the pandemic. We can do this event live, and they are planning for it to be an in-person event in August.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. So we'll strategize that separately. But no, this is great, and I really appreciate you being able to take a few moments of your time to kind of share a little of what you're up to. And again, we'll also make sure all the links to everything are also included in this video and when we share on social media as well.
Thank you. So wonderful to chat to you
Absolutely.
again and continue to share my work.
Well, you have a wonderful what's left of the week here, and we'll chat soon.
Thank you. Goodbye.
All right, take care.
It feels good, so good.